kind of cool. And, really, it's just a happy set of circumstances because, it made Kanye West angry. And that's just one of the most amusing things that can ever happen in the world of entertainment, making Kanye West angry. You can ride that that collection of ha-has and he-he's for months at a time. What else happened?
Well, Sam Smith dominated last night.
Hey, so congratulations, Tom Petty. Good job.
Tom Petty lost, actually, too.
Well, yeah, but he gets, because Sam Smith ripped off his music, he, I think he gets like 12.5% of that song. No, not even honorable mention. He's going to get paid. So congratulations, Sam Smith. An inspiration to talentless, opportunistic hacks everywhere who now know that they, too, can rip off Tom Petty and cash in. Good job. You're doing your thing, and we are all proud of you. I hate him. Hate him with a passion. He sucks. And if you like him, your ears are broken. Go on.
Well, Paul McCartney's microphone dropped out while he was performing with Kanye West. Nobody could hear him.
Yeah. Even worse, Kanye's didn't. Go on.
Beyonce thanked God in her acceptance speech for Best R&B Performance.
Yep, she thanked God. And in the audience, Kanye could be heard going, "You're welcome." Go on.
Madonna performed alongside a vicious bull.
Oh, how nice. She's barely done with The View, and already Rosie O'Donnell found work. See what I did there? It's funny. Because, Rosie's a vicious bull. What else?
Annie Lennox performed.
Yeah, I mean, I love Annie Lennox and everything, but it's like, really? That's still a thing? That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, with like Hosier.
Yeah. Or maybe it was Ellen DeGeneres. Kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. A little bit.
Go on.
Beck won Album of the Year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Making everybody wonder for a moment if the year was, in fact, 1996. Continue.
Joan Rivers won for Best Spoken Word Album.
Oh, touching. Well, Brian Williams won for Best Misspoken Word Album.
He wasn't there to accept it. Taking some time off.
Yeah, kind of laying a little low. Go on.
Last night's Grammys were the 57th annual.
57 of them. Wow. That means the Grammys are almost old enough to watch itself on CBS. Oh, God.
Couple more years.
Yeah. It's, okay. It was geared toward old, terribly terrible. It seems like everything is geared towards senior citizens or 12-year-olds. Yeah. For those of us in the middle, for those of us in our 30s, there's nothing. There's really nothing. If you're not a 12-year-old girl, or if you don't have a walker with tennis balls on it, if salt, sugar, and prolonged exposure to sunlight aren't, potentially fatal, there's nothing for you on the Grammys. Go on.
Only CBS. Grammy voters gave Ziggy Marley the award for Best Reggae Album.
Right. Or as they're going to start calling it next year, the award automatically given to anyone whose last name is Marley. Good job. Do you know any Ziggy Marley songs?
No, but I can imagine
I know
a few.
one. Yeah.
I could probably make a couple up right now. Get close.
Yeah. Now, I remember he had that one song when we were kids, that Tomorrow People, where is your past? Yeah, that was Ziggy. Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers. Yep. You remember when, like Tupac, there was a there was a Bob Marley song that was released after his death. That one, the Iron Lion Zion one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was like given the 90s remix treatment. It was horrible. They were like, oh, we'll bring it up to speed. We know that he's regarded as a musical genius and a prophet by some people, and that his music is so unbelievably beloved it's actually been a palpable force for change in this world. But no. Let's besmirch his memory by taking the precious thoughts that we have found recorded by Bob Marley and turning them into some god-awful 90s dance remix version of his song. Yeah. Oh, terrible. Oh, God. You heard the dread spinning in his grave. What else?
Speaking of terrible, did you hear Bruce Jenner was in a car crash on Saturday, PCH in Malibu?
Yeah, Bruce Jenner was in a terrible car crash this past Saturday just gone by, which is, among many other things, further proof that women can't drive.
Yeep.
Go on.
Yeep. The new SpongeBob movie earned over $50 million at the box office.
Well, not surprisingly. 50 million of that came from Colorado and Washington State. It's expected to do about the same next week because stoners will totally forget that they already saw it. One last piece of news, Funkhauser.
Bill Cosby recently told protesters he's far from finished.
I've heard that before, sighed his 200 victims.
Tommy, do you remember that lying to your friends? Like when you stole my guitar and you sold it so you can't eat that fight good end. How does it feel to be knowing that you let everybody who cares about you let them down? Till he doesn't even know he's kidding himself about why no one takes his calls or ever wants him around. Wasted again. Just another night in your never-ending story. Wasted again. Just another night in your never-ending story. You just can't stop, you just can't quit, and all your friends are so sick of it. Wasted again. Just another night in your never-ending story. Tommy's going to jail after he got caught holding for somebody else. You know it's never his fault. And when Tommy gets out, nothing changes at all. And we wait for the call saying that Tommy is gone. Tommy quit for a week, but that just didn't take. And his biggest mistake was saying he wanted a taste. Somehow a little is a lot, and a lot he got his more. And we're all sick of him, so we're showing him the door. Showing him the door. Wasted again. Just another night in your never-ending story. Wasted again. Just another night in your never-ending story. You just can't stop, you just can't quit, and all your friends are so sick of it. Wasted again. Just another night in your never-ending story. 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 What do I do? What do I do? Rock the radio, 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 on the radio, your radio, your radio. Shimmy, shimmy, ah, shimmy, shimmy, AD on your radio like every day. I'm totally all city champion from the north back to the south, and even your mama loves it when I open my mouth. And I love it when your mama opens her mouth too. You see what I did there? Yeah, it's kind of sort of just what I do. You'll be all like, what the hell? What did AD just say? I'm not sure if I'm offended or if he just made my day. A little insane in the brain, but I'm always entertaining. Remain in the game, I'm maintaining and gaining. My ratings soaring, my competition's boring. They play by the rules that I'm always ignoring. I'm raw, I'll bring it to you straight hardcore, and I'll leave you want some more. So turn it up loud, cause you know you love the sound when I rock the radio, 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 on the radio, your radio, your radio. dear, I do not know you, but you know me very well because you hear me every single day that you're alive. I'm the voice in your head from the time that you wake up to the car, to the bed, from the FM to the AM to the XM. I get it done any day, every day. You can find me here at number one. Did I say that I'm number one? I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number one, bitch, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your TV, on your radio, on your stereo, everywhere you go. There I am, you know, and you know you can rely on me to be giving you what you need.
Go ahead, favorite the show and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents AD.
All right, Funkhauser, let's roll through what remains of the news. Then we'll talk about how if you really apply yourself in countries like China, you can get tremendous bonuses from your company, like new cars and nights with porn stars. It's a thing. It's happening. I want you to think of that as you're looking at your commemorative company clock that's sitting on your desk. But go on.
Yeah, but don't you have to work 6 days a week or something in China? It works.
When was the last time you worked less than... When was the last time you...
Did you start working at 11 years old or something there?
Yeah, but radio's a fantastic industry, and it's really, really cool. But, like, we work like third world sweatshop slaves here. Like, I'm quite confident that Funkhauser and I, if we sort of, like, quit our jobs and worked a similar number of hours at McDonald's, we'd probably be doing about the same, if not better. So, you know, like, if you have to work 6 days a week to get, you know, a new car or a night with a porn star, well, I already work 7.
Yes.
It would be like less work for more porn stars. I'm totally in. And I really like Chinese food. Go on.
The Pentagon spent more than $500,000 on Viagra last year.
Kind of gives a new meaning to the slogan, Army Strong. You know that Army Strong slogan that the Army has? Like, I get it. It seems to be working for them, but they spent just crazy millions of dollars developing that slogan, Army Strong. Like, they employed the very best marketers and writers and PR teams and all of the above, and they came up with Army Strong, which sounds like a caveman. Army Strong. Funkhauser, angry at government excess. It's like millions of dollars spent coming up with that slogan. You couldn't even come up with an adverb. Go on.
Radio Shack, bummer, dude. Filed for bankruptcy last week.
Yeah. The news affects hundreds of executives, thousands of employees, and exactly 0 customers.
But where am I going to buy my plugs and headphone adapters and flying helicopters?
You know, here's the thing about Radio Shack. You know how you have those formative experiences as a child that dictate how you feel for the rest of your life? Yeah. Radio Shack was one of the... In fact, Radio Shack was the first place I ever went to where I'm like, hey... I didn't even know what the concept of customer service was at the time, but I knew it wasn't good there. I was like 4 years old. My dad was, you know, probably getting a plug or something like that. We were in a Radio Shack, and it was certainly before the time where everybody had a computer in their home, and there was a computer there, and I was a kid. And this employee was like, yeah, what do you want? I was like, well, what's this? He's like, it's a computer. I was like, awesome. What can you tell me about it? What do you do with it? You know, what do you do on this computer? And the guy looked at me. He's like, I don't know, compute. And I was like, but I had all these questions about it. And, you know, I was in the store and I was a customer and we were buying stuff. And I kind of felt like, because I'd heard that expression, the customer is always right a number of times. And I don't know, compute. I was like, well, shouldn't you know? Like, as a 4-year-old, I remember that was the first time I'd ever been in a store and had an experience that made me go, this place sucks.
Sarcasm Shack.
Yeah, Sarcasm Shack. Surly Shack. I was like, what the hell is this place and why is it? Okay. And so, like, I had a really bad customer service experience at the age of 4 in Radio Shack that made me come up with an ingrained young opinion that I've stuck with the past 30 years where I'm like, oh, Radio Shack sucks. It's terrible. And been into Radio Shack many more times since then. And, yeah, the whole customer service situation didn't improve, not once. Is basically every time I've been in there, I've come into contact with, you know, I certainly don't want to see anybody lose their jobs or anything like that. That's horrible. That said, every single time I've been into a Radio Shack, I've always been like, what the, do they have some sort of affirmative action outreach employment program for angry, mean people like that are ill-informed and don't know